Hi, this is Bethany, founder of the Albany Peace Project, and today I'm here with Joy Adler, who is a woman of many talents, and also joining me at the Unitarian Church this evening. Her fabulous music.
Can't wait.
I know! Joy is a healer, she's a musician, she works at the Center for Natural Wellness as the
Wellness and emotional growth instructor and mentor.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So
as well as our student advisor, faculty administrative advisor, which is wonderful.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and we've been having this great conversation, and we've been talking about intention and why it's so necessary in this world today. Joy, can you talk about what we've been...
Well, you know, first of all, intention manifests and it creates, and, you know, we have a struggle at this time, and it's really to maintain our peacefulness, and the intention for that, which you have a great plan for with the Albany Peace Project for 2016 and this month in particular. And, you know, people often say, I was at a holiday gathering, and people were concerned, I heard the news, and like, I don't know what's going on. And the fear at that moment was palpable in the room, was growing as people joined the conversation.
Right.
You know, and it really made me realize that because of technology today, you know, it is important to take a break from that because we are inundated by the media with these images, and it can trigger our own fear, and we can get out of alignment off of our intention because we get very fearful, and then we lose you know, the ability to really be in alignment with who we are and what we're always focused on, which is to be in harmony, to be connecting with our hearts, to be, you know, an agent of peace in the world, because then we're really scared, we can get terrified, and that actually creates more into that vibration that we really probably want to unplug from and create the solution. And the great news on what we were talking about, and this is what you always represent, Bethany, at the Albany Peace Project, and help affect, and we have a great opportunity for 2016, don't we?
We do.
The greatest thing that you can do when you feel helpless, particularly with all of the images and all the information that you're being bombarded with, is unplug and plug back into source and align your intention to be in harmony with yourself, the earth in a grounded way, and then from that place, you know, to be a channel of peace, to be an instrument of peace.
Right.
That is the greatest effort we have towards world peace, is connecting within ourselves and coming back home to peace within ourselves. And we know that that raises our vibration. When we are in positive intention to be in that alignment, it creates an immense, you know, vibrational shift. And we are therefore aligned with positive intention. And that's like an antenna that emanates out like a blanket of peace around the world.
Absolutely. So Joy, and that concept that you just said, kind of pausing and getting aligned with yourself, even that is probably new to a lot of people, okay? But you've done extensive work with the Barbara Brennan School of Healing. You're actually on their faculty there. You've been there for years.
Well, a workshop leader there.
Workshop leader.
Yeah.
And that is an internationally known school of healing run by Barbara Brennan, former physicist, wasn't she? Or former NASA person, right? Barbara Brennan was a scientist who became a healer and started this huge school. And you've been very much a part of that school. So from your healing work, that's one of the basic understandings, right? Is you first come back to this healing place within, your own kind of baseline of source and healing. And most people don't know that, most people don't know that their base nature is what? Healing, joy, or peace?
Light. We come into this world all light and love and knowledge. And so, you know, it's through life's experiences that, you know, we kind of fold in, or we defend, or we shield, and the truth is, as we open, and through the process that I've learned through Brennan and other modalities, of course, as we open each energy center, as we connect back with our true nature, which is all light, all love, we feel that peacefulness. We have access. We are our own healers. And when we tune our instrument, which is what a professional healer has to do, to be in alignment with themselves, to then help someone, you know, encourage them into a positive intention, alignment back into their best self, their light. You know, we have this access. We have an inner healer. The greatest magic is within. And when we can tap back into that and open and remember the truth of who we are, that's what changes the world. That's what Gandhi said, be the change you want to see.
Absolutely.
Well, how do we do that?
Absolutely.
Through meditation, through aligning with positive intention, to
Yes.
be who we genuinely are. And when we do, we harmonize within ourselves. And that is like a harmonious musical key that floats out, you know, like on the lake of life, that really transmits the highest vibration for possibility and the peace potential on earth.
Yes, we're going to pick up on that in just a minute because I want to talk about your music as well. But if that kind of feels like something that you're not quite sure how it works, what Joy's talking about, just participating in the Peace Project every day, we're going to be leading your nervous system into coherence, and by the end of the month, you'll have much more kind of tangible experience of really feeling confident about knowing what that means.
And when you do the skills of just like, let's just be here now and connect to the ground, and we take nice deep breaths, it automatically soothes and calms the central nervous system, so we feel and have that gateway to our true inner peace.
Right.
You know? And that's what we teach over and over, and what we're asking people to do. This is what I love, what you're really, you know, fronting this revolution for peace potentiality, right? Is, you know, so many people make resolutions every January 1st. We are in the new year, and we have this remarkable ability. If we could just take 15 minutes a day, we're asking people to commit to 15 minutes a day to align in your positive intention. This is going to help feed your immune system. It's going to help you feel peaceful yet again. You know, tap into that inner peace. And then, of course, we'll be the better for that. That'll touch our families because we'll be stress-free and at ease. That emanates across our neighborhoods, into our city of Albany, into the world itself. So if you could commit and join the Peace Revolution here for 2016, the Albany Peace Project. And 15 minutes a day.
And we were just talking about intention and committing, and I just love the way you said how complacency can actually feed fear. And so I think a lot of times people are feeling like, well, I'm peaceful, I'm not causing any wars, I'm not shooting anyone, I'm peaceful. And that's a level of peace, no doubt. But we also talked about the power of when we actually vote for peace, we have a conviction for peace, and we are willing to discipline our mind to hold the vibration of peace for 15 minutes, how that shifts your entire intention, and then how that shifts all of whatever you take on, right?
And it manifests your positive intention. And we know intention creates. So what do we want to create? And that's with great self-responsibility to say, wow, I want to do this for, I can commit to 15 minutes a day to be, you know, a warrior for peace.
And what happens when we do that, you feel the strength of that,
And you know, you're in your integrity. It feels good to us when we commit and align and intend to do something, and we stick with that, and we see the positive results. It feeds our self-esteem. You know, it helps to change habits. And it takes 21 days to change habits. So we've got this great opportunity.
And I do say that if we can't commit to this in our own living room to lift the world, then you know, we might as well pack it in now.
The front page news is not what you see on the front page news. The true front page news is that we have this amazing ability to make a difference in these tough times. And that is to come back into this peaceful place within ourselves. And that is going to change the world. One meditation, one breath at a time.
And in January, we're putting the statistical analysis underneath it. And until we need enough people so that we will be able to record something measurable, and then we'll be able to bring the message further out. So that's why we're strongly encouraging you during January to take a vote with your heart, to commit every day to doing this. But let's just close up here a little bit about talking about your music, and about, you've talked so much now about finding this place within, how the healer needs to be congruent and aligned within themselves, and then you actually perform music from that level, from that gorgeous healing intention. And how, talk about the quality of the music then.
You know, it's all one, Bethany, whether it's private practice or teaching or in concert. What I'm trying to do is just use all the skills that I've learned from the people that I really admire and my great teachers, and to just be centered within myself and then be aligned with my band. And we set an intention, you know, to create music for healing so that when people are open, we invite them into a meditative space, you know, and we just trust that if we're in alignment with that and our hearts are open, that, you know, the strain of the music is going to go exactly where the participant or audience member is open to receive it. And so the intention is to have the music and the sound go out and touch people wherever they're open to receive that healing. And so it's really bringing everything that I do, you know, in my healing practice or what I teach in the moment in one-of-a-kind concert events like we're doing tonight.
Right.
Get to back you up a little bit, you know, and be in connection with you. We'll be listening to you, and then we'll be creating an ambient musical field to, you know, fold that out exponentially. Yeah. And so it's all one. Yeah. Healing, you know, with music, music for healing is just getting aligned within myself, connecting with the amazing Elizabeth Woodbury-Cassius, Brian Millick, master percussionist, Mick Murdoch, the Souls of Evolution.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
And then connecting with you and your vision this evening.
Wow.
And connecting with everyone that's there and opening our hearts to try and affect change and peace on earth.
Yes, yes. And we will do it. We will do it. Well, Joy, thank you so much for your energy, your intention, and gosh, I'm just blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm really looking forward. Please join us.
Yes, tonight, 7 o'clock at the Unitarian Church.
And for this month, because as my teacher Barbara Brennan, who was a scientist, you know, we have to have scientific research.
Yes.
We have to have statistics to help really show people how profound this can be, and we need your help, and the world needs us all to be at peace. So please join us in 2016 for Peace on Earth, the Albany Peace Project. Thank you.
Thank you.